Yesterday, Xinghui sent me these recent changes to the law. This article was written in 2018. It's regarding minors from 16 to 18 years to be better protected from predators. So if you're interested to read this, I'll paste this in the chat. So this is also related to the current topic that we're discussing about sexual misconduct. So this is one. Yesterday, we have covered the first part of sexual misconduct. Today, we are going to wrap up the second part for sexual misconduct. From the standpoint of a woman, two kinds of men are considered illicit partners. For a married woman, number one, any man other than her husband is out of bounds. Thus, a married woman violates the precept if she breaks her vow of fidelity to her husband. But a widow or a divorcee is free to remarry. Two, for any woman, any man forbidden by convention, such as close relatives and those under a vow of celibacy, is an illicit partner. These are the two kinds of men considered as illicit partner for the standpoint of women. Any questions on this? Okay, maybe I'll continue this short paragraph. Besides this, any case of forced, violent, or coercive sexual union constitutes a transgression. But in such a case, the violation falls only on the offender, not on the one compelled to submit. So what does that mean? In the case of rape, the only transgression is on the rapist, not on the victim. So be careful not to victim blaming here, because the victim had no choice. They cannot do anything. They are forced. It's a coercive act. Okay, the next paragraph. Who would like to read about Kim, would you like to read?
The positive virtue corresponding to the abstinence is for lay people. Marital fidelity. Husband and wife should be faithful and devoted to the other, content with the relationship, and should not risk a breakup to the union by seeking outside partners. The principle does not, however, confine sexual relations to the marital union. It is flexible enough to allow for variations depending on social convention. The essential purpose, as was said, is to prevent sexual relations which are hurtful to others. When matured independent people, though unmarried, enter into a sexual relationship through free consent, as long as no other person is intentionally harmed, no breach of the training factor is involved.
Thanks, Kim. Okay, what does this paragraph mean? Firstly, the positive virtue corresponding to the abstinence for us lay people, marital fidelity. Husband and wife should be faithful and devoted to each other. Content with the relationship, should not risk a breakup to the marriage, to the union by seeking outside partners. This line is also important. The principle does not confine sexual relations to the marital union. It is flexible. It can also apply to boyfriends and girlfriends, depending on social convention. The essential purpose is to prevent sexual relationships which are hurtful to others. So any question or comment up to now? Okay, if not, then let's read the last paragraph. Kim, would you like to nominate the next person to read?
Sister Lin Toi can take over. Thank you.
Ordained monks and nuns, including men and women who have undertaken the 8 or 10 precepts, are obliged to observe celibacy. They must abstain not only from sexual misconduct, but from all sexual involvements, at least during the period of their vows. The holy life at its highest aims at complete purity in thought, word, and deed.
Lin Toi, I think we missed your connection was a bit unstable. The last sentence was missed. Can you read again this part?
Last sentence, is it? And this requires turning back the tide of sexual desire?
Yeah, okay. And just now your internet was lost.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's okay. Thanks for reading, Lin Toi. Yes, so this is important for the monastics. And I used to have a mistaken perception that monks and nuns, the monastics, are perfect with regards to observing celibacy. But actually, after some research, it is actually not the case. So what do I mean by that? Is it true, firstly, that monks and nuns are always perfect in observing celibacy? So let's take a look at a few cases. This one is happened in 2018, August 3, 2018. The headlines read, sexual misconduct allegations hit a Beijing monastery as Me Too movement grows in China. So Xuecheng, abbot of Longchuan Temple, on August 3, 2018, is involved in sexual misconduct allegations. Then let's read the next article. China's top Buddhist monk has resigned amid sexual harassment allegations. Now this article is just updated in 16 August 2018. Yeah. So this is one case. And let me share this in the chat in case you're interested to read. And then just this year, any of you go to the Buddhist Film Festival? Yes, there is one film called Guru in Disgrace. Do you remember? Yeah, this is also another case. So if you want, you can watch, but just a brief description. This is also kind of a like eye-opener to me. In 2017, evidence of ongoing sexual abuse and violence by Sogyal Rinpoche, a well-known Tibetan Buddhist master. Is it a bit too small? Let me zoom in. His Rinpoche community become divided into supporters and opponents. Some still support him, and some becomes opponents. Sogyal stepped down as their teacher and fled to Thailand. In this documentary, we hear the poignant testimonies of victims who brought the story to light. They share their insights on how traditional Buddhist teachings on guru devotion were used to legitimize the sexual abuse and violence by Sogyal, and how a culture of secrecy was maintained, this is also important, by an inner circle of long-time students. Independent investigation confirmed the allegations, but the Rinpoche organization has never admitted to the abuse. When Sogyal passed away in 2019, Rinpoche declared that he had reached enlightenment. This is a strange declaration. And many Tibetan masters supported their view. This is also pretty strange. Some even demonized the victims who spoke out. So this is what I mentioned earlier, victims blaming. Yeah. This last sentence is eye-opener. In this documentary, we also hear Dalai Lama and Lama Tenzin Palmo giving their perspective on what is, sadly, unfortunately, just one of many cases of abuse in the Buddhist world. Yeah, so this is the brief description of this movie. If you're interested, I'll paste in the chat and maybe you would like to watch. And the last example that I want to bring up is actually from the sutta itself, which when I first read it, it is also harrowing. So it is from Anguttara Nikaya 555. It's titled Mother and Son. A mother and son, though ordained as a monk and nun, have sexual relationship. The Buddha then launches a powerful attack on the dangers of sex. I'm not going to read the whole sutta, but if you want to read, I can paste you the link in the chat. It's actually here. And why did I bring out all these examples again? It is because I had the mistaken view that Buddhists, firstly, Buddhists are usually pure people, and also Buddhist monks and nuns, they are also pure people, but they are not infallible. You know, they are still. Why can they still do this? That's the first question. Why can they still break the precept? I think it is because they are still unenlightened, and unenlightened beings are still fallible. Yeah, I think I used the wrong word just now. Unenlightened beings are still fallible to defilements. So this is the reasons that even Buddhist monks and nuns, though as admirable as they are, commitment to their path, they can still succumb to their defilements and do all these kinds of repulsive sexual misconduct. So that is all I want to bring up for today. Any questions or comments from any of you? Yeah, Lintai.
I didn't watch the movie that you mentioned before, the Guru in Disgrace. I didn't watch that one, but I watched another one also during the Buddhist movie festival. The what is called Guru Rinpoche.
Mingyu
Did you watch?
Rinpoche?
No, Guru Rinpoche.
No. What is it about?
It is about, so his name is Guru Rinpoche. He's also a Tibetan monk, but of course he passed away a long time ago, and a lot of people, they considered him as a second Buddha. They called him the second Buddha, and they worshipped him, and because he brought back Buddhism to Tibet, and he helped the people there to fight against the evils or whatever. But then he had a very long-term sexual relationship with one of the princesses. And yeah, it's a very famous story, but I was very confused. I cannot take it. So I don't know any of you who have any idea about it.
Any of you watch it before? No. How do you spell guru?
Guru, yes, Guru Rinpoche.
Guru
That is,
Rinpoche.
yeah, that is the title of the movie.
The title is it My Precious Guru or something like that?
Sorry, sis.
My Precious Guru.
Is it My Precious Guru? Is it the name of the movie? But his title is Guru Rinpoche. Yeah. You can Google search.
Okay, I think I found it. Let's see. Give me a second. Share screen. This one? Precious Guru. Because in the description, it does mention about directors be fascinated by Guru Rinpoche.
Yeah.
So was it this one?
Yeah.
Oh, a precious Guru. Okay. So
the trail looks a little bit. Yes, that's the one. Yes.
one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is also another example. Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks like, people don't see anything wrong about it. A lot of devotees, a lot of volunteers, Westerners and local people, they worship him, and they even call him the second Buddha, and yeah. So really, it's very controversial. I don't know. For me, I still I cannot take it, but I don't know about their worship.
Yeah,
I think it's part of the culture in Tibet. If I'm not wrong, there's one particular sect that sort of like talk about how do you say, one of the practice as the highest practice or something like that, having sexual,
Tantra, something like that. Yeah.
So it's one particular set. And I think it's because of also during that time, how do I put it? If I don't remember wrongly, the princess, right, that he had sex with, I think eventually they see it as sort of like a privilege, I don't know, to be able to I think she sees it as a sacrifice on her part for religion, or it's a bit weird, I agree, from our perspective at this this modern society, but probably if we put ourselves in back then at that time when woman is just much inferior, they don't have any say, and I think it's because the reason what happened is because of the king, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, the princess father is the one that sort of like make her, sort of like make her, sacrifice herself, something like that, along that line.
When I watched this movie, so it didn't say anything like sacrifice, but it is what they mention is a union. They say that is a union of, I don't know, it's of the two different genders, and they consider as the highest union. And so for this guru, he actually he passed on a lot of teachings to his partner, and of course it's not only, you know, he didn't only have this relationship with this woman only, but he had different relationships with other women as well. But then I don't know, maybe it is just something in disguise, I don't know, you know, but then they say that it is how he passed on his teachings to so many people. And this lady, the partner, is one of the most important people who received all of the teachings and also recorded on all of his teachings and passed on to the next generations. So that is the message from the movie.
Okay, anyway, thanks for sharing, Lin Toy and Saiken. Maybe we can continue the discussion tomorrow if we want. Okay, let's wrap up here with dedication. 愿消三障诸烦恼，愿得智慧真明了，普愿罪障悉消除，实是常行菩萨道。阿弥陀佛。Till we meet again, may we be guided by the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Have a terrific Thursday ahead. One thing, if any of you are interested in second round of Dhamma, it is actually starting soon at 8 a.m. There's a meditation with Venerable Bhikkhu Bodhi, 1 hour, which will start in 1 minute. So if any of you is up for second round, I'll paste the link in the chat. This is the Zoom link. This is the web page, the link for the web page. So that's all I have. I'm going to jump into the next class. That's why I'm a little bit rushing today. So if you guys are joining, I'll see you guys in the next class. If not, I'll see you guys next time or tomorrow. Thanks everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.